It's time now for The Splash on Civic Center TV. On this week's episode, the public came out in droves for the 7th annual West Bloomfield Health Fair. Then, West Bloomfield's bus drivers also double as the Apple Island Tour's boat drivers. And later, Michigan Week breakfast took place at the Glen Oaks Country Club. The Splash is a production of Civic Center TV. We're a news magazine that covers everything, from local news to feature stories, all so that we can bring you the latest from the greater West Bloomfield area. And now, let's dive into The Splash. Hello and welcome to The Splash, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Jackson. It's good to have you with us. Here in greater West Bloomfield, the Chamber of Commerce is just as concerned with the health and wellness of its employees as it is with its businesses. And that's why they host the Health and Wellness Fair at West Bloomfield Township every year, to help remind the community on ways in which they can take care of their mind and body. And The Splash's Brooke Allen visited the event to share with us on what she learned.
I'm Brooke Allen for The Splash. We're at the West Bloomfield Town Hall for the 7th annual Health and Wellness event. It's an event geared toward the mind, body, and soul. 27 vendors are here to show you how to live a healthier lifestyle. Let's head in. The event officially kicked off with a welcome with Township Supervisor Michelle Ikinamu Uresti, and then over 26 vendors went to work showing their wares. So migraines are a thing that I've just battled with for years and years. So the thing behind you, and I call it a thing because it looks like a window, what is that?
Oh, this is a screening device. It's called the spinal analysis machine. It's a very simplistic way of screening to see if there's something happening in your spine that might be causing those migraines. But it's really simplistic and it's a screening. But the migraines might be caused by a bone out of place, putting pressure on a nerve right in through here. And that's many times overlooked in treating migraines.
After getting my spine checked, my nose did not deceive me and led me right over to the healthy cooking demonstration put on by Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, where we found plenty of healthy food tips and yummy recipes.
I am the Community Relations Manager for Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. We're located right here in West Bloomfield, and we are proud to be a community partner and supporter for many of the organizations here today, and with many of the organizations here today.
And a huge event going on here today at the township. And so tell me a little bit about your involvement.
Well, we are one of the sponsors of the Employee Health and Wellness Fair for West Bloomfield Township employees, and we're here with wonderful recipes and samples from our awesome chef, Will, and our greenhouse on site has grown this delicious basil, and we're making a homemade pesto, and we also have some hummus and some delicious basil quinoa cakes that people are sampling today. My favorite is the hummus. It's like nothing I've ever tasted before. It's that good. It really is.
And it's all made fresh.
It is all made fresh. That's one of the things about the hospital. All our food is made on site. It's made fresh. We really pride ourselves on a very big wellness component that is kind of woven through everything that we do.
And I'm with sous chef William from the Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. So tell me what is cooking right now.
Okay, so we have a basil quinoa cake. Quinoa is a green, and we use our fresh basil from our greenhouse, and we chopped it up and we made a little cake out of it. We lightly fried it in some olive oil and then served fresh. It's a nice light entree, appetizer, snack. You can eat them hot or cold. And it's one of the things that we're very proud of. It's we use all the ingredients from our greenhouse. So you just cook the quinoa, and then you assemble it all with egg whites and pain cow breadcrumbs, and just mix it together, and then it'll hold beautifully in the fridge for a couple days.
I then went to work off what I ate by taking up some boxing practice right in Town Hall. And after talking to vendors and event goers alike, we checked out some cutting-edge technology in the health field, and of course received plenty of health tips. It was a great afternoon here at the 7th annual Health and Wellness event put on by the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce and also the West Bloomfield Township. A great event for the mind, body, and soul. We learned some great recipes by the Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital and also some boxing moves. For The Splash, I'm Brooke Allen.
Thank you, Brooke. Glad to see you had some fun out there. But we can't stress enough how important it is to keep yourself fit and rested when on the job, which is why it's good to see the community partake in events such as this. And if you'd like to learn more on how you can keep a healthy mind and body, then visit civiccentertv.com/healthandwellness2016. Here in West Bloomfield, the bus drivers for the students may also find themselves driving a whole nother vehicle for field trips. The Splash's Cecilia Gaglio has the story.
We all know bus drivers' signature ride, but in West Bloomfield School District, bus drivers also double as pontoon boat drivers. The dual position helps give West Bloomfield second graders the chance to tour Apple Island, as it's part of the students' Michigan history curriculum. Trish Shade works as one of the bus and boat drivers and describes how the dual process began.
Because we already transport the children, they decided that we would be the best pool of people to do it. The island is leased to the school district, so when we worked for the school district, that's when it started. We all went and took the boater safety class, and then we became the boat drivers as well as bus drivers.
Trish has been a bus driver for 20 years and started driving the pontoon 6 years ago. She said it's not difficult to do both, as her coworkers are there to cover shifts when she's out on the water. Prior to leaving the dock, drivers are right there in the action, greeting kids off the bus, ensuring proper life jacket safety, and getting kids ready for a fun ride to the island. Rick Keith also works as a bus and boat operator. He began bus driving 8 years ago and started incorporating pontoon driving 6 years later. Rick explains how driving a boat versus a bus definitely has its differences.
Buses, you don't have to worry about the wind, or there's no chop on the road like there is on the lake.
For Trish and Rick, driving the pontoon boat has been a fun part of their job.
The boating just gives us a little break. It's a nice little treat for us as well as for the kids.
I love being outside, so anytime I can do this, I'm all over it. And it's nice to see the little ones get such joy out of a simple thing as a boat ride. It's just worth it.
There's no doubt it's a fun day for students, all with the help of bus and boat drivers like Trish and Rick. Reporting for The Splash, I'm Cecilia Gaglio.
Thanks, Cecilia. And thanks also to our bus boat drivers who are putting in all the extra work to get our kids around safely. And if you'd like to see more of this segment, then you can visit civiccentertv.com/WBBusBoatDrivers. Coming up, though, we've got a brand new episode of Sidewalk Talk with George Moore. And stay tuned for our in-depth coverage of this year's Michigan Week Breakfast, where I sit down with multiple guests from this year's awards.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Civic Center TV celebrates our region's natural beauty, proud history, tremendous accomplishments, and more with Another Angle, a series featuring a unique bird's-eye view of our area's landscape. Watch Another Angle on Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Civic Center TV has gone social. Now it's easier than ever to watch, save, like, and share our videos online. See what's happening in your neighborhood, on the streets, and on the web at civiccentertv.com. Be a part of the conversation and get involved. We would love to hear from you. For links to our social media pages, visit us at our website or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
The best way to know when shows debut on Civic Center TV is to become a member. It's absolutely free. We'll send you a regular newsletter with all the latest updates. Just go to civiccentertv.com and click the Members tab. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash, everyone. I'm Jonathan Jackson. It's time now for another edition of Sidewalk Talk, where The Splash's George Moore has a discussion with people in the greater West Bloomfield area. Today's question is, what do you like to do over Memorial Day? George?
Hi, George Moore for Civic Center TV. They let us out again on the streets, and we got some great questions to ask you, the community. So we'll look for some great answers, because the questions we got, oh yeah, stick around. What do you enjoy doing most over the Memorial Day weekend?
Being out on the boat, grilling, and being with friends and family.
That's perfect. That's the American way.
Right. Going up north and hanging out on the lake with the beer in my hand and out on the water with my friends and family. So that's what I'm planning on doing this Memorial weekend as well.
Going to garage sales. That's what I love the most on my time off, going to estate and garage sales.
How unique.
Being interactive, active, playing sport, going to the lake, doing shish kebab, grill, food, wine, friends. Yep.
I love going over to friends' homes and having a great meal and great conversation. That's my very favorite thing that I like to do.
So being with my family and friends, going to barbecues, going to the lake, if someone will invite us.
Being with family. My family's spread all over the United States, and we're all going to Florida, and we'll be together.
Building up those frequent flyer miles.
Yes, exactly.
Being with family, barbecuing, friends, glass of wine, just a lot of people over, music, dancing, having a sunny day, and enjoying it.
All right, where's the party at?
I guess it'll be at my house when you're coming.
We ask the people of the greater West Bloomfield area the questions. We get the answers. Some great stuff out here. And we'll be looking forward to doing it out here again on the sidewalks of the greater West Bloomfield area. For The Splash, I'm George Moore. Sidewalk Talk.
Once again, some real great answers. And I can't wait to see how the public celebrates this year's Memorial Day in the greater West Bloomfield area. Hey, but if you like that segment, there's plenty more where that came from. You can catch it all on civiccentertv.com/sidewalktalk. We now move on to our Civic Center event update, though. You can find out more on all these following events by visiting civiccentertv.com/events, where you can stay up to date on everything going on in the greater West Bloomfield area at the touch of a button. So without further ado, let's get into it. Henry Ford Hospital in West Bloomfield is holding a basic vegetarian cooking class in their demonstration kitchen on Tuesday, May 24th from 6:30 to 8. So if you're curious about how to add healthy plant-based options to your current lifestyle, then this is the class for you, where you can learn how to incorporate protein-packed foods to meals without using any meat. Registration is required and the cost is $20 per person. On May 26th till the 28th, Sylvan Lake is having a citywide garage sale where you can hunt for treasures throughout the city, connect with some old friends, and possibly even make new ones. Permits are available at Sylvan Lake City Hall now, so get them before the event starts later this month on Thursday at 9 a.m. This Memorial Day weekend, St. Mary's Polish Country Fair will be taking place in Orchard Lake. The fair offers a wide range of entertainment from top local bands to authentic Polish cuisine and multiple carnival rides. The event, which is hosted and sponsored by St. Mary's, is the nation's largest high school fair, attracting more than 100,000 visitors each year. So come on out from May 27th through the 30th and don't miss out on all this year's fun and festivity. Living for Music Incorporated and Temple Israel present the 10th annual Jazz-a-Lot Music for the Soul, featuring musicians Dave Bennett, George Benson, the Cliff Montier Trio, and the Southeastern Music Academy. The cost is only $30 per ticket, and all proceeds go to cancer patients. Tickets are available at the door as well, and the event starts on May 31st and goes from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. The 4th annual Memorial Day Family 2-on-2 basketball tournament, quite a mouthful, is coming up at the Jewish Community Center on May 29th at 1 p.m. Divisions for the tournament are split into the ages of 6 and up, 8 and up, 10 and up, and 12 and up. The entry fee is $50 for a family, cash or credit payments only, and each team is guaranteed at least 3 games. Also, all games are 15 minutes each or 21 points. However, you must register by May 26th, so if you think your family has what it takes, then come on out and prove it at the JCC on Sunday, May 29th. On Thursday, June 2nd, Miracle House of Coffee owner Kevin Miracle introduces West Bloomfield residents to the latest lattes and other delights at the West Bloomfield Township Public Library at 7 p.m. He'll provide a unique history lesson on the brew along with samples of his delicious house favorite as well. So coffee lovers unite and come on out to this awesome and free event. June 4th is National Trails Day, so what better way to celebrate than by visiting the West Bloomfield Trail, where you can meet the Walk West Bloomfield group at Walnut Creek Middle School, along with Lauren Azuri, a park naturalist for WB Parks and Rec, who will be guiding the tour. Enjoy some company, partake in some bird watching, or just enjoy the scenery. It all starts on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. and goes until 11 a.m. The walk is about 7 miles long as well. However, there are checkpoints throughout it if you do not wish to walk the whole distance, where buses will transport you back. At the Model Boat Regatta and Swim Evaluation, you can come and see miniature and full-size versions of fishing boats, sailing vessels, and even other famous boats at the Family Aquatic Center in West Bloomfield. Then build and decorate your own ship, hosted by the Michigan Scale Model Boat Club. And later, have you ever thought about signing your child up for a swim class but aren't sure which one is best suited for them? Well, worry no more, because evaluations are available that same day for your kids to determine what skill level they are at. So bring a swimsuit and towel with you and register for both of these fun events on Saturday, June 4th at 11 a.m. Sylvan Lake's Family Fun Day is also coming up on June 4th at 11 a.m. Now, this is an event where kids and parents can check out some police cars, fire trucks, water slides, bounce houses, obstacle courses, clowns, and many other exciting surprises. Then they can stay and relax for some hot dogs and hamburgers off the grill, and later cool off with some ice cream. All ages are welcome, and the event goes on until 3 p.m. at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. Then on Sunday, June 5th, West Bloomfield High School celebrates their senior all-night party in the high school gymnasium. Tickets are on sale now, and the event goes from 10 p.m. till 3 a.m. Early purchases are encouraged, so for all you students, hurry up and register before the prices go up on May 27th. And there's your rundown of what's happening. But if you're looking to find more events going on in your neighborhood, then be sure to follow us at civiccentertv.com/events and look up our events calendar. Or you can stay tuned right here for more information on everything going on in the greater West Bloomfield area. But now it's time for a break. When we come back, though, I'll take you inside one of West Bloomfield's biggest award events of the year, the Michigan Week Breakfast.
You are watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Be sure to catch live coverage of Laker sports, up-to-date information on local events, and of course, non-stop music on 89.3 WBLD, the all-new Lakes FM.
I'm Kelly Waterfall for Civic Center TV. All around West Bloomfield, people are saying there's great, if not totally compelling programming on Civic Center TV. What's the best way to know when our newest shows debut? Become a member. It's absolutely free. We'll send you a regular newsletter with all the latest updates. Just go to civiccentertv.com and click the Members tab. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
For years, Civic Center TV has been bringing you live coverage of local municipal meetings. The meetings are now available on demand at civiccentertv.com/meetings, or watch the meetings again the following day on Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back. I'm Jonathan Jackson, and you're watching The Splash. This year marks the 44th annual Michigan Week Breakfast, where residents of the greater West Bloomfield area were recognized for their achievements or duties within the community. And I visited the event to talk with some of those individuals who helped make this year's breakfast such a success. At the Michigan Week Breakfast, Greater West Bloomfield volunteers are honored by the community for all of their given time, talent, and personal resources, all on a daily basis without regard for reward or recognition. They are a wonderfully diverse collection of people and organizations that serve others in many ways, and each person there brings something new and interesting to the community.
So it's our job, no matter which community we live in, wherever we work, to make all of Michigan strong. So it's a pleasure to be here, and it's an honor to receive this award. Thank you so much.
Take Jensen Hua, for instance. He's a West Bloomfield High School sophomore who's been volunteering his time to the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition through website development. Now, Jensen, you helped build the website for the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition. Now, can you tell me a little bit about that?
I started a couple years back. I really wanted to help out the community and just help with whatever I could do, and I really enjoy helping just a lot of different organizations around the community with their websites. Now I've started doing work for a lot of different organizations now, like the Optimist Club and also the school district. It's really just because I really like to help the community and just be a part of it.
We also ran into Gabriella Allred, another active leader at West Bloomfield High School who's helping to spread environmental awareness within her own community.
One of our fundraisers that we did this year as a part of Earth Club was the LED light bulbs. And just because LED light bulbs can save, they use a quarter less energy than normal incandescent light bulbs, and it saves you energy and money throughout over a 20-year period. So he donated, I'm not sure how many, but just for anyone that was present.
That's really amazing, and it's so good you're helping spread the word about these.
Exactly. The whole goal of Earth Club was to educate other students and people around to see what we could do to help the Earth.
Later, Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence attended the breakfast to show her support for the people of Greater West Bloomfield, and then stuck around to chat with me for a few minutes. Well, so glad to have you here at the Michigan Week Breakfast. Can you tell me just a little bit, what did you love most about coming to this event today?
I love hearing the recognition of people who are doing so many special and unique things in the community. And, I was a mayor for 14 years. prior to going to Congress. So I know that a community, a city is based on those individual acts of responsibility, of caring, of compassion, of investment into the community. So when you see this, you know it's a statement that West Bloomfield is amazing. West Bloomfield area is just an amazing place.
Yeah. Like, what did you love most about West Bloomfield in this area? What do you enjoy most about coming here?
West Bloomfield, the diversity of the community, the beauty of the lakes and the greenlands, and we have this phrase we use as mayors, and it's a sense of place. When you're in West Bloomfield, you know you're someplace. You know this is a place because you can see the evidence of people who care about the community. The planning of the community, ensure that there's green space, your parks, the places of worship, the diversity, and people living together. So that's something that is really great about West Bloomfield.
When all was said and done, 2016's Michigan Week Breakfast was better than ever, with dozens of noteworthy recipients, a great community of people, and some hilarious presenters. The 44th Annual Michigan Week Breakfast was one to remember. For The Splash, I'm Jonathan Jackson. My thanks again to everyone involved in this year's awards, and we hope to see you all next year at the 45th Annual Michigan Week Breakfast. And if you'd like to see the entire ceremony for yourself, you can visit civiccentertv.com/Michigan Week 2016. Well, right about now, we'd usually show you A Minute with Nature featuring park naturalist Lauren Azuri. But today, she's got a different story to share with us, one which involves plastic bags and yarn. The Splash's Cecilia Gaglio has more.
Hi, I'm Cecilia Gaglio with The Splash. I'm here at the Recreation Activity Center in West Bloomfield, where people are coming together to help the homeless and the environment with an item you probably already have in your home. Let's go check it out. Plastic bags are a dime a dozen. We may use them for a few things here and there, like grocery shopping, but that's about it. However, residents here in West Bloomfield are finding a whole new use for them.
This project originally was inspired by an institute in Berkeley called the Song and Spirit Institute. There was a woman there who was knitting these plastic bags into mats for the homeless, and that started about a year and a half ago, and she was doing it by herself with one or two volunteers.
That woman is Elizabeth Haggerty. She's from Troy, Michigan, and has a passion for helping those who are less fortunate, which is why she has helped found the Plarn Project, a program which utilizes plastic bags and strings them together like yarn, turning them into mats for the homeless.
It kind of came out by accident because I started making a bag out of bags, and then my husband called me a bag lady. And I thought, okay. So I decided to make something different. I had the idea to make a mat to get homeless people off of the cold concrete and the snow and the dampness. And I made this mat, and I had it for over a year and didn't know what to do with it. So that's when I came upon Song and Spirit, and I showed it to them, and they said, let's get this thing rolling.
Although similar to crocheting or knitting, using Plarn can be quite a different experience.
You get similar sized plastic bags. Some of them you can cut two at a time. You cut strips. You loop them together. There's no tying involved. Roll it up into a ball of Plarn, and then you single crochet a flat piece, 60 stitches wide, and as tall as you are, if not a little taller.
Besides being eco-friendly, Plarn has many other benefits.
Because of the plastic bag material is really lightweight, so easy to carry and put on your back and carry with you around. It's water resistant, and it's insulating for cold nights. So the material is really useful and makes sense for what we're making out of them.
West Bloomfield residents have taken to this project so well that it's inspired many of them to continue making them.
I love doing things with my hands, like knitting and tatting, crocheting, embroidering. So when I read about this, it really got me excited.
I think my favorite part, I started off with making the yarn. That was a little tiring. I like the crocheting. I think making it is more fun, and seeing all the colors kind of come together, and that's more fun. I like that.
However, for those who have missed out on the event, Elizabeth has some tips on how you can get involved within the project on your own.
At home, they can collect these bags, make sure they're clean, and they can even start cutting them themselves if they want to. They can ask me to come in. I will be happy to go wherever is necessary. I'll do my little tutorial, and then it just spreads like wildfire.
It's so amazing to see the community come together for such a great cause.
Reporting for The Splash, I'm Cecilia Gaglio.
What an awesome cause. You know, I never think of taking plastic bags and using them in such a practical way, but thanks to people like Elizabeth, we're finding a whole new use for them. So kudos to her and everyone else involved in this project. And if you'd like to know more, then you can visit civiccentertv.com/Plarn. Well, it's time for our Person of the Week, but this is where we acknowledge an individual within the community who is either providing or inspiring for others. And this week's recipient is Michael Grasser, owner of Da Vinci Bocce and one of the founders of the bocce ball courts in Sylvan Lake. This is Michael Grasser. He's been playing the game of bocce ball for over 20 years. But back in 1994, there weren't many places to play his favorite game in the city of Sylvan Lake. So Mike and his friends went to the city and asked for their approval to build a space to play bocce ball in the community. Their request was granted, and within a short time, the first bocce ball courts were built at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. But things didn't stop there. In a few years' time, those bocce ball courts have been home to multiple state tournaments from all over Michigan. But for Mike, that just means more opportunities to play the game he loves. And now, with tournament season approaching, Mike hopes that next year they can get some funding for the city in order to help shape up the courts for even more games. But thanks to him, though, a nationally recognized scene is being featured within the city of Sylvan Lake, and it's all because of his love for bocce, making him our Person of the Week. If you or someone you know is providing a service to their community, then let us know by sending an email to The Splash at civiccentertv.com. We want to congratulate those who are making a difference in our area, and we appreciate all suggestions. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but you can be sure to catch us every Monday for new episodes of The Splash and throughout the week for replays. You can also look up previous episodes online at civiccentertv.com, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook under Civic Center TV for more information. For all our friends in Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, Kego Harbor, and of course, West Bloomfield, I'm Jonathan Jackson, and we'll see you next time.